First of all, this was supposed to be a live with myself as well as Cori George from Hey Let's Make Stuff. Cori had a family emergency. She's out. So I'm going to do the live by myself. We're just going to continue on. And in that theme, we're going to continue on, even though it is very icy here in Tennessee. We are warm. We are safe. I lost power for a lot of yesterday. Power is back on right now. So we're going to go ahead and start this live. With that being said, it's very icy here. Tree branches are falling. At any moment in time, I could probably lose power. So if I lose power during this live, the live stream will unfortunately end all of a sudden, and I'll just have to apologize for that. But we're just going to continue on, purge some craft supplies. I'm surrounded by bins here. We're going to purge some craft supplies during this live, talk about some tips and tricks and that type of thing. The next little exciting announcement, we are doing this live to sort of kick off a re-promotion of Craft Organization Camp. So we did Craft Organization Camp last year, and we're just reselling that. If you purchased your All Access Pass last year, congratulations. You just got yourself an extra year of organizing goodness. If you didn't get your All Access Pass last year, we're reducing the price and putting it on sale for a limited time for $39. And I went ahead and put the QR code in the corner. You can head to craftorganizationcamp.com. There is a link in the description below the video if you'll just click more if you want to learn more about organizing your craft supplies. If you just want to purge along with me today, you can do that as well, or just get inspired. All right, so we're going to purge today. And I have been doing something new this year. And I saw this idea on TikTok before the end of the year. And I never saw the original creator, whoever came up with this. I do not know. And I saw a girl sort of put her own spin on this, and I don't know her name. But the idea is to start, and technically I started January 1st, but you could start any time. And basically, like January 1st, you get rid of one thing. January 2nd, 2 things. January 3rd, three things. All the way to January 31st is 31 things. So each day you get rid of that amount of things. The girl I saw on TikTok twisted that a little bit, and she made January 1st, 31 things. January 2nd, 30. January 3rd, 29, and counted backwards. And I actually like that better because I felt like I was more motivated when I started this challenge. So I am on January 26th. And I've been doing it every single day. Now, some days I'm like more motivated than others. So some days I might do a couple days at once. So I just kind of set reminders on my phone for each day of how many things. And some days I might be really motivated and purging things. And this can be craft supplies, other things in your house. It doesn't matter. The philosophy is the same. And some days I would just like be super motivated and I'd check off several days. And then other times I kind of skip a day because life is crazy. So enter ice storm into that. I did not do yesterday. So yesterday I was supposed to purge 7 things, and today would be a 6th thing day. So during this video, we're going to try to purge 13 things for my craft supplies. I have pulled some of my bins from around my craft room. There's some more bins on the floor if we need them. And I'm just going to kind of like go through them and like just chat with you as I purge. So I love the idea, and it has helped me so much of purging a certain amount of things each day. I find like it's just less overwhelming, right? So if I was to say, today I'm going to declutter my craft room, like I don't even know where to start. Like, where do I start? What area do I start in? And then I get distracted because I'm like, well, I can make that real quick. I could just press that print and make that shirt, and then that will be out of the way. But like, that's very distracting, right? And I just kind of get off task. But I found if I just say like, okay, today, like I'm going to look in this drawer for 14 things that I can, get rid of. It's been very, very easy. And yes, I've mentioned it to several people. Jen is in the chat. I mentioned this to her when I first saw it. I was like, I'm going to do this thing. Mentioned it to several other people, and Jen has been doing it as well and has really liked it. And she like shared a few things on Instagram even. So it's been very good for me. And I have gotten rid of, I told Jen and Crystal that I should have weighed everything I got rid of. because I feel lighter. And this has been throughout my whole home, not just craft supplies or anything. But I feel lighter. And it's because like there's less things in the house. So it's been very, very good for me. Might motivate you a little bit to do a little bit of purging. And like I said, you can start this anytime. You could say, like, I'm going to start this today, or I'm going to start February 1st. So you can start it at any time. And I saw another person that was doing it for a full year. And I feel like that's a little much for me. I might do this again in February. But I don't know that I would do it for a full year. Okay. All right. So good question. So someone asked, does Craft Organization Camp have any new materials this year? So no, Craft Organization Camp, we're just kind of re-promoting it and reselling it. If you have the all access pass from last year, your access has just been extended for a year. So you can log on and like go through the videos again, watch any that you didn't watch yet, just to kind of like re-motivate yourself. But we are only doing the all access pass because it is a resale. So there's no free ticket or anything. It is a resale of last year. So we've just put it on sale again. All right. So I'm going to purge some things and I'm going to we'll just talk as I do this. If you have questions, seriously, drop them into the comment section. So this first bin is Christmas. And this was the first bin I pulled out. Like I was like, going to do this live. And I was like, I'm going to purge some of my craft bins. And I pulled this out because I didn't use this at all this past year. So I used nothing out of this Christmas crafting bin this year. So I don't know what's in here. I don't know if it's still my style. I don't know if the stuff is usable. I haven't even looked. We're going to look together. We're going to decide if I need the stuff in this bin or not. All right. So let's see. So I often just sort of like pull things out and go through them. And then as I put them back, like really be critical, about like what is in here and what's not. And, I have like smaller bins inside the bigger bins. So fun. And I don't know about you, but I forget what's in, especially this, because it's Christmas and Christmas crafting is a short period of time and I forget what's in here. And so like next year I might be shopping for Christmas craft supplies and I pick up literally the same thing that's in here. And I can tell you that some of this stuff has been in here a long time. Like these. Pretty sure I picked these up at a thrift store. Oh, I picked them up at Goodwill for 99 cents many years ago. Have not used them. So we are going to decide if Angie is ever going to use those. So a lot of like blank ornaments and things like that. The other thing for me is like if I use this, and I don't even know where this came from. What is this? I hope this happens to you all. Like I hope, like look at this. I don't even know why is this in here. It's gray. It's unraveled. Like we're gonna have to look at that really hard. So for me, I also have to consider like, is this blank something that you can still find? If I use it in a video, is it something that you can still find? Can I find something similar that you could actually purchase and use? Or is it kind of like, I really do not need to keep this stuff. And then the second thing I'm kind of thinking is like, how many of these half ornaments does one girl need? So that's another thing I'm thinking right now. Okay, so somebody's question was, how long do you keep HTV and regular vinyl? So the first thing is store your HTV and regular vinyl. You need to store it correctly. So it needs to be a climate-controlled environment, number one. Number two would be away from any away from the sun. I was like solar, whatever. Anyway, away from the sun. Because the sun will really affect your HTV and vinyl. So definitely keep it away from anything, the sun or anything like that. And if I do those two things, I find that HTV and vinyl lasts a while. Now, does it degrade over time? Yes. And what I find, if I keep it in the roll, so I generally, I keep hitting things on the live stream and I can't see your comments. Okay. So I generally don't, like, I keep it in the rolls and then it's hanging up as a general rule for a lot of it. What I find is like the outside portion of that roll is often like the first to go. So if I start using it and that outside portion is like hard to weed and it's like separating, I'll be like, okay, this is about to go. But what I find is like the inside of the roll is a lot of times okay. So kind of depends. But I've kept some of mine a long time and still used it. And it also depends on, I feel like what are you using it for? So if I'm using it for stuff for myself that, you know, I'm not worried about this shirt lasting a long time. I just, you know, I want to get a couple wears out of it. It's just a fun shirt. I'm not going to be too worried about the old HTV that I'm using. But if it's something like if I'm running a business, I would want to make sure that I keep on top of the HTV and the vinyl that I have and how long that I've kept it. So a couple different things there. I don't know if there's like a time specifically, but just like some general tips and tricks. And then I think I forgot to say, we're going to give away an all access pass to Craft Organization Camp during this live. Every comment will count towards an entry for winning the all access pass. So chat amongst yourself. Ask me any questions you have about purging and organizing craft supplies. Happy to answer those. And we'll pick a winner in about like 30 minutes. And that way, if you need to go, you can definitely go. And Cori is in the chat. I did say, Cori, that you had a family emergency. I did not say you were urgent care, but she did say that. She's sitting at urgent care with her kiddo right now. So she's joining us in the chat, not live. Yeah. Okay. And also, Jen was saying like the HTV, you might find that the carrier sheet doesn't stick as well, which is true as well. And then someone also asked about infeasible ink, and I agree with Jen. I have some from a long time ago. So I would store infeasible ink correctly and store it back in the original packaging, put it back in that black bag, put the desiccant pack back inside of it, close that box up. That is going to keep it, you know, the moisture from getting to it, keep it in a climate controlled environment, keep it away from the sun. Storing things correctly, I feel like, is the biggest thing that you can do. And I'm getting to the bottom of this bin, y'all, and we're about to start getting rid of things. So let's start counting. All right. So first of all, these, do not need these at all. And I do have like a box to put my purge in. So we have one of these. I have another one of these, 2. I am also never going to use this. That's 3. I'm not sure about these white ones yet. We'll see. And then a very long time ago, I can't even count how many years, I made like Christmas like fairy garden type of thing. And I used this stuff and I had extras and I put them in here thinking I would use them. These are not going to go anywhere. And Jen, don't even say that I need to ship these to you. So these little figurines I do not need. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So that's 8 things already. So that's yesterday done. So I at least need 6 more things. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here. And I can put like the stuff I'm going to keep over here. The company that made these little sled ornaments actually went out of business. So I'm probably going to get rid of those. Like I said, just because I need you to be able to find things when I do a video. So we're going to get rid of these. And I found another one of these. So that's 1, 2 for the next day. These, again, it's going to be something like no one's going to be able to find. 3. Another one of those. 4. 5. Another sled. All right. So now, and then I feel like this fell in this basket at some point in the past. And I do not know what this is. I feel like this is, I don't even know if this is worth donating. I'm going to set this over to this side. It's not. I don't think I'm going to be able to salvage this one. So that goes over there. That's like 4. Okay, so I think I am going to keep, I have some acrylic ornaments here. They have rolls of ribbon still in them. I feel like that is fine. And another batch of acrylic ornaments. Yeah. I do feel like a hoarder sometimes. I'm going to say, because I feel like I'm like, okay, I'm just going to keep stuff. Yes. So I do. So when I say I'm making a donation pile, first things first, I'll make a pile of craft supplies. And then I kind of divide it up by like what would be good for a school or what would be only adult only crafting. Cause it's like, I have some epoxy bins and stuff out here. That's not going to be for, schools. So I'll be like, okay, well, like I may keep these, but this would be good for schools. Right. So I would say like, this is good for schools. And I'm trying to decide if I want to keep these or not. And I don't know. It's so hard sometimes to make a decision. Whew, okay. I know that I'm going to give these less. I generally go through, okay, so the first pass is like the easy to get rid of stuff. But anyway, I will go through all the stuff I'm donating and I will decide like kids or not. And then I do contact, I donate a ton to schools, a ton to like after school programs, our community center. So I will kind of divide it up of like who would use it. I don't donate craft supplies often to just a general place like Goodwill because they're not going to know what to do with it. Just to be honest, like they're not going to know what it is, what its purpose is. So generally I will decide what is what and then sort of like contact some people. If it's just like, I have all this stuff, it's kind of adult crafting, I don't have someone specifically in mind, I'll just post it on like Facebook for free. So I get rid of craft supplies in a different way than I do stuff for the rest of my house. All right. So I was trying to make sure that I did not see any other questions, but I kind of went through everything and I'm like, okay, that's the easy for me to get rid of stuff, right? And I'm putting the easy for me, like I know I want to keep it stuff back in the bin. I love this like fake snow stuff for crafting, so I keep it all the time. So I know I want to keep it. And then I'm left with like the harder decision stuff. Now we're going to open this little container. Yes, there was a little container in the big container and it is full of like little miniature stuff. Does Angie need this stuff? Probably not. Let's see what's in here. All right. So first of all, we have little bitty Santa hats. I don't know, but I do know that these metal Christmas trees, they are not my style really anymore. And the company that made them went out of business. So I know I can drop those back there. And then there are several like little miniature things, some of which I feel like would be okay. I have like miniature Christmas trees. Some of these I don't need. And like some of these are like, they could be a kid's toy. So I might donate them to a school or just like give them to my grandkids, but I'm putting them in the box. Like this is leaving my house. So these things are leaving my house. You need to go to another house. Okay. So what is left? Some jingle bells, miniature Christmas trees. I'm not that miniature wagon. Like that is cute. Surely I could find a replacement for that. And then I literally always keep these. You can find varieties of them everywhere, but they're like miniature snowman noses. They have come in handy so many times. So I'm going to keep those as well and some like miniature Christmas lights. And then I am going to go ahead and keep the miniature Santa hats. I feel like I could find them somewhere and they're super cute. So now I have my miniatures all in here and the Santa hats are so cute. All right. And then like years ago, I upgraded like my pom-pom game to like nicer pom-poms. And these are like the dollar store pom-poms. I probably am not going to use these for crafting. These would be great for a school. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the donate bin. I am going to bless someone else with those. So if it's hard for me, I often think about like blessing someone else and how much someone else would like it. So that's another like little tip for me. I'm definitely going to keep these little Christmas trees. I'm going to put this miniature thing back in here. And now I am left with a bunch of ornaments for crafting. A lot of ornaments for crafting. Okay, so what happened is that I bought these, but they were in a bulk pack. So, and apparently I felt like, let's see, I'm hoping these are 2 different sizes, y'all. They are. Okay, so I do have 2 different sizes, thank goodness. I thought I just had one size. I rebought, but I did not. So I have 2 different sizes. So I'll go ahead. I do use these a lot. I'm going to go ahead and keep them, but I can stack them up a little bit into their respective sizes. Make it a little bit neater so I can see what I have. And then I am going to get rid of, there's one version here. See how many of these I have. There's one version that has holes in it. It was for like a scented ornament type of situation. I am not going to use that. So we're going to get rid of that. But otherwise, and I'm also making sure that I have matches for all of these. So are they so like this is like a lone guy. He is by himself out in the middle of nowhere. He does not have a match. So I feel like I'm going to put him in the box. If I find his match later, I can do something with him. All right. So I'm going to put these back in here. And then I saw something else and I don't know what it was. Oh, okay. What I don't know. I really like these though. I'm going to keep them. I feel like I could find them somewhere, but they're those like disc ornaments. I feel like I can find them somewhere and I love them for crafting. So I'm going to keep them because I like them. Some of these are glass, so I'm going to like slowly go down just a little bit. And then these big ones, I literally have a plan for these. And I'm not sure if this big one will work or if I'll need this big one that comes apart into 2 pieces. So I'm going to keep all of these. I've been wanting to do a project for like 2 years now. Have I gotten to it? No. Hopefully I will. And then I feel like we're going to go ahead and keep this white one. Now, do I keep the ones I got from Goodwill that I've had for many years? I'm going to let these go, I think. Like I like the, I don't know. These are not the ones that split. I generally like the ones that split open for crafting better, but sometimes you just want a full bulb ornament. Okay, I'm keeping these. I feel like I have gotten rid of 13 things though, y'all. So I'm doing good and I'm 1 bin in. So I feel like I'm so good. Yeah, so the glass ones kind of stress me out as well. I'm going to like scroll through and make sure I did not miss any questions that you all asked while I was doing that, because I literally was concentrating on my feelings about my Christmas craft supplies. All right. Okay, so the baskets, they are no longer made. I am so sorry. They are my favorite thing ever. So they fit in a cube organizer. They have a chalkboard label on the front that comes on it. It's, like it's on there. It's like made on it. They are my favorite thing ever. Unfortunately, they do not make them anymore, and I can't find anything that is even similar. But I love, love, love them. But I do agree that someone said that if the bins are not clear, you hoard more. I agree, but if the bins are clear, I feel like it really looks cluttered and disheveled in here. So I do like a bin that will kind of hide the stuff up. That's just my preference. I do like even the create room stuff back here. Of course, I put like the liners in the totes just so you can't see in them, because I feel like it just makes it look a little more aesthetically pleasing. But yes, I do agree with you that if they're clear, you can see your stuff better. So it's just like your preference. Um, yeah, so libraries, schools, community centers, um, other like small business owners, people are just starting out with their small business. I kind of look for those people generally when I go to donate craft supplies. I just feel like that's so much better than donating to a place that even doesn't even know what it is. In Nashville, we have several, they call them creative reuse centers. And they basically like accept donations of craft supplies. And then you go in there and you can purchase craft supplies really cheap. Some of them, like you donate and then you can get so much, like you receive so much. So it's kind of like, I don't want to do this craft, and you take it in and then you pick up the supplies for a different craft that you might want to try. So those are really fun. You can look for those. So it's just like I do things differently with craft supplies than I do with stuff out of my home. So two different things to me. Um, yes, and sometimes you just need to keep things because of your feelings. Those ornaments from the Goodwill, I haven't used them in several years, but my feelings say that I am going to use them eventually, and I really want to keep them. So I am going to keep them. All right. Yes. So I generally donate most of the things that I purge out of my craft supplies. It's just my preference, because I like to bless people, like I said, out of that list of people. If it's something that I spend a lot of money on, I might consider selling it. But generally it's like I just give it away at some point. So you can definitely think about selling your craft supplies, or especially if it's like a more expensive thing, but generally I don't. I did get rid of some Christmas bulb ornaments. Someone said, "Are those Christmas bulbs?" And I had some mini Christmas bulbs in my little miniature container as well. I kept those. And Crystal knows exactly the project that I have been waiting 2 years for, those big bulbs. So I want to do like a book ornament where you wrap foam with like the covers of your books and that you've read during the year, and you put them in a big ornament. So I've been wanting to do it like literally for 2 years, and I still have not made one. So I'm keeping those big ornaments because that's what they are there for, is for me to do that project eventually. I keep saying I'm going to do it and I don't, but eventually I'm going to do it. All right. All right. I'm trying to like catch up on any questions. And yeah, I mean, it's great. Like someone was saying, keep them. And I'm going to start like pulling the stuff out of this one. Someone was saying to keep the ornaments and like let the grandkids have a craft day with them. And that is a great idea in theory. But the amount of things, like we craft a lot with the grandkids. I'm going to be honest. I craft a lot with my grandkids. The issue is that if I use that as like for everything that I'm purging, if I'm like, well, I could do a craft with the grandkids, for example, and then keep it for that, then I will just end up with the same pile of stuff that never ever goes away. So I try not to use an excuse unless I just really, really know that I have this craft in mind. I know I want to do it, and I know I want to do it with, the grandkids or whatever. Then I'll put it aside and like have an intention of like, this is what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it. Otherwise, I feel like getting rid of it is a better idea for me. All right. Okay, so the only time I organize by holiday is Christmas. Because that's the biggest like crafting thing for me. Crafting holiday. Otherwise, I just kind of use what I have for holiday projects. So like I just kind of use pink cardstock for a Valentine's Day craft or whatever, and I have the cardstocks over there. So I don't generally organize by the holiday, but for Christmas I do, because I feel like that's very specific, and a lot of us do a lot of Christmas crafts. And I don't want to put my Christmas crafting stuff with my Christmas decorations, because there's a lot of these, y'all. Because I feel like it's just going to get mixed up with my Christmas decorations. And I also often craft for Christmas way before I decorate for Christmas. So I want to be sure that my Christmas craft supplies are out and ready to go. So I do keep a bin of Christmas craft supplies in this craft room. Now I could keep it somewhere else with my Christmas decorations, wherever I put them, just to keep it out of this room. However, I would definitely like label it Christmas craft supplies so you can pull it out if you want to craft before you decorate and actually pull your stuff out. So I definitely don't have to have it in this room. There is a place for it to be, so I'm fine with it in the room. All right, so this bin, I call it wood crafts. It's a lot of stain. A lot of stain. All right, so we're gonna have to think about this very carefully. All right, so oh, okay, so someone asked about the liners in the create room thing back here. So those are just the front. Jennifer Maker offers a free file. I literally downloaded her free file and cut these on my Cricut machine. It cuts everything out for you, and it is just the front. Super, super easy to make, easy to do, and she has a free file. So check that out if you want those. All right, so, and before we sort this bin, just want to mention again that in about 15 minutes, I will give away a pass to Craft Organization Camp. So if you would like to join Craft Organization Camp, every single comment in the live chat counts as an entry. So comment away anything, you tell us where you're from, ask me organization questions, chat amongst yourselves. All of those will go towards an entry for that. And if you did miss the beginning, let me just tell you, Craft Organization Camp, we are promoting that again. If you purchased an All Access Pass last year, you get another year for free. You are already in. If you did not purchase an All Access Pass last year, we did drop the price again, so they're just $39 again. And I put a QR code up in the corner, link in the description below the video. You can head to craftorganizationcamp.com and check out all the classes. If you are trying to purge and organize your craft supplies, Craft Organization Camp is the place to be. All right, so all right, we're going to go through this, and I'm going to need you all to help me. The next question is what I don't know. So it says, how long do you hold on to spray paints like that? So I have held on to these way too long. The question is, how many of these are still okay, and how many of these need to go in the garbage because they are no longer okay? So the first thing I'm looking for is ones that I've obviously opened. This is not liquid anymore. So it's been opened and it's been a while, it's not liquid anymore. Now, my goal would be to not have this situation, right? So not have something that goes bad. So either to use it all or to get rid of it before it reaches this point. In reality, around here, that just does not happen. So I picked these bins specifically because I don't know that I have pulled this wood crafts bin out for 2 years, honestly. My son will pull it out sometimes and use stuff out of it. And I don't know what he's used, but for me personally, I have not even pulled it out. And it looks like maybe something is also leaking, which also not fun. All right. All right. So I'm looking for other ones that I've used a portion of. Again, this is not liquid anymore. There's no point in me opening it. It is not liquid. There's a solid piece in there. I don't know if you can hear it. That's shuffling back and forth. So we are getting rid of that. The ideal thing would be, of course, not to overbuy. So what happened with this mess, specifically right here, is that I worked for DecoArt for a long time, and they sent me all these to use in some posts and videos. So that is how I got literally every color that they make, was because they sent them to me. We used a bunch of these. However, we have obviously not been able to use them all. So I'm kind of shaking them all now to see if they are still liquid. I feel like a lot of these are unopened. So, and they do sound still liquid. All right. And I'm trying to like see questions at the same time. Reach over here and scroll a little bit. Right. Okay, I think I got all those. All right, so yeah, so I feel like a household purge or a crafting purge, two camps for me. Sometimes I am just like, I have to get this done now, and I will just be crazy, like go. And other times I am like, that one is very solid. Other times I need to do it slowly over time. So kind of like just how motivated I am or whatever. But lately it's been like a very slow thing because I've been getting very overwhelmed with the whole thing. So slow is okay. Slow is fine. All right. So now I feel like all of these over here, they are liquid. But some of these, like, I'm not going to use Tangelo wood stain. It's just not going to happen. So now I'm trying to be realistic with myself of like, what would I actually use? And literally, probably no one on earth needs this many versions of green wood stain. So I might keep one green. I would probably use the gray. The bottoms are clear too. I just realized that. Very good. So I can actually see that this is liquid. All right, so I know that I really like a black wood stain, so I'm going to keep that one. I really like a gray. Again, this is liquid. Looks pretty good on the bottom. I really like this turquoise. Wish I had known that was in there. Really love this rose. This blue looks pretty good. Kind of trying to see in the bottom because I know, I'm pretty sure if I open these, there's just a, yeah, so it's just like sealed for your safety. I don't want to break that. So I'm kind of trying to see on the bottom if there's any point in keeping them. So I'm going to keep that one. I don't think I need this yellow. Still liquid though. All right, and I don't think I need this. Don't think I need this. Is actually cute. Okay, so I think I'm going to go down to 9 of those. I feel like that is a respectable amount. And the other thing about donating stuff like this, a lot of times Goodwill won't take. They consider this chemicals. But there are probably people that would be thrilled to get these. So I'm going to like move these over to the side. And usually when I'm giving these away on Facebook, I will say something like, like I've had these a while. They're free. Come get them. If they work, they work. If they don't, they don't. And that way they kind of know what they're getting into as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I feel like that's a common thinking is, basically I might need this in the future. So often what I do is just sort of, and I'm keeping all these like water seal things. They're definitely things I use. So I kind of think about it as, like with these stains, I have not used those. And here, let me use another one. This is a cute green though. I might keep that one too. Okay. So it's 10 total. That's not bad from when I started. The other thing, couple of different things, like let's say for the stains, for example, the longer I keep them, the more chance is that they are not usable to literally anyone. And then I had to be realistic with myself as like, am I really going to use these? Some of these are just very, very empty. So I'm going to ditch the empty ones first off. So I had to be like really realistic. And then the other thing is, I mean, those are colored wood stains. Do I use them that often? Absolutely not, obviously. So getting rid of them is like maybe someone else can get some use out of them. So I kind of try to think about it that way as well. And then the other thing, like this is my favorite wood stain, like hands down. I don't even know if they still make it. This is my favorite. So any of these, I'm obviously going to keep because this is my favorite. If I need to stain something, I look for a color of this that I like. So I would keep, I definitely like think about that as well because like those other, I mean, they're both deco art technically, but I love the little gel stains. Love, 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 love. The other thing I really like is these, but my fear, if you've ever purchased anything, cleaning supplies or anything in this type of packaging, it doesn't last long. So I'm going to get some cleaning wipe for my hand because I'm going to try to see if these are dry because that's my fear is that these are very dried out. The cabinet behind me is called a Create Room Dream Box. And I do have a video all about it. If you're interested at all, you can head to my YouTube channel and check that out. All right, so I'm gonna, oh my gosh, these are so dry. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the problem. Like I love these. I absolutely love them. I did not use them in time. Now they are completely dried out. And this container of wood finishing cloths is completely, like you can't use them. Unusable. So that's like the problem with keeping this stuff too long. Again, this one, completely unusable. I've definitely made my goal today, by the way. You all have helped me make my goal. All right, now, this stuff is more, well, first of all, scorch marker. I love a scorch marker. Definitely in there. This is scorch markers. Love scorch markers. Okay. This is like a touch-up marker. I feel like I would need to keep that. And it's like new in packaging. Hopefully it would not be dried out. Okay, this was like a clear, like finishing over the top. Keep. This is another clear. This was a mahogany stain. I liked it, so I think I'll keep it as still liquid. I don't even understand what this is. I was trying to look at it without you all seeing me look at it like I don't know where that came from. Sometimes I find stuff I don't know where that came from. It says it is a heavy body acrylic coating. Smooths out gaps and cracks for a more paintable surface over rough or weathered wood. That sounds promising. It is open, however, and I don't think this is what it's supposed to look like. Okay, it is very solid. It had a seal, and of course, did not seal. The seal is not sealing, so I think we're going to get rid of that. Does not look correct at all. Okay, and I think Angie has got 2 wood burning tools. Does anyone need 2 wood burning tools? The answer is probably no. So we're going to look and make sure. Okay, so I have this wood burning tool, which I love this one. And then I have this other one that's a cheaper version. Don't like it as much. So and it has like a little stand. So I'm going to put, and I often like tape things together. So I'm probably going to tape that together off camera just so like I make sure that the stand goes with the tool to whoever gets this one. Yeah, so if those were normal wipes, I could probably re-moisturize them. Stain wipes, I'm not going to be able to do that, most likely. So this one, definitely going to keep the wood burning set. And then, actually, let's see. Let's make sure these 2 work together. I have not used these in a very long time. Okay, we're not going to do that. All right, so these go with a wood burner, and you can burn like letters into different things. However, I have lasers now. I'm not going to wood burn letters with these stamps. I'm just going to use a laser on whatever surface it is. So I'm going to get rid of these stamps. I'm just not going to use them. I might want to play with a wood burner. I'm not going to want to play around with actually letters. So I'm going to put that with the wood burner, and I will like donate that to the same person. I've been wanting you to get one. Can you share where you purchased yours from? The wood burner, if that was what the question was about, I will tell you where this one is from, and we'll see if they still make it. I really like this one. All right, so I'm going through making sure that don't see anything. All right, so like in 2 minutes, I'm going to pick a winner for the giveaway. Any comment counts, and we are giving away an all access pass to Craft Organization Camp. Okay, so this, you said that this one was the one you wanted to see. I have used this before on YouTube. Videos are old, but we can dig back and find them. So this one is from Plaid. And let me just see. I'm going to like, while you all get any last minute comments in, questions, I'm going to see if they still make this. Because I really love this thing. I don't know what it was called. Wood burning set. Wood burning kit. Just a little Google. Plaid wood burning kit. Like I want the whole kit. I feel like they have still the tool. I'm seeing this from Walmart. Okay, so they are calling it now the Plaid wood burning tip set, and on the front of the package it says deluxe crafting tool, but it looks like literally the same thing I have. So what it is, it has, I don't know why it's so hard to open. Okay, so it has the wood burning tool itself that's here, and then it comes with like all these tips that you can change out. I love it. So it's like a complete kit and super easy to change the tips like to different style tips. And it even has, let me see if I can get this. I can't get that out of there. But it has like flat ones and pointed ones and wide ones, and it's just a really fun kit if you ever wanted to try wood burning. To me, wood burning is sort of like drawing with a pencil, but it's hot. So it's a hot pencil in your hand and burns into the wood. So I've done a few projects specifically with this one, I'm pretty sure. So, oh, she must have, did someone pick a winner? Jen must have picked a winner. Nope, maybe not. Okay, let me see who the winner is. I'm having someone on the behind the scenes pick the winner. Let's see. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to type her name first. I'm going to try to get it right. Maybe I spelled this correctly. Okay. All right. Showing that. Okay, Kristen, you are the winner of the Craft Organization Camp All Access Pass. You can email help@craftingcamps.com and just say, like, I was the winner during the live, and we will get you access to your All Access Pass. So I will say that I have tons of ice and snow, and our customer service rep does as well. So give us some time, but we will get you access to Craft Organization Camp. So email us, help@craftingcamps.com, but be patient, please, 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 please. Okay. All right, so let's do, I feel like people are saying like they have trouble with purging. So let me find you. I think I have a video here. Yep. Okay. I'm going to drop this video. Okay, so I have a video. It's just titled How to Declutter Craft Supplies. I linked to it in the live chat. I would recommend that video. If you are struggling with decluttering your craft supplies, I feel like it'll help. I go through a lot of the like mental hurdles in that video of like why you wouldn't want to declutter, why you might feel attached to that wood stain. Why you might be like, I think I can keep those Christmas ornaments and use them later. Why you might just be really attached and would not want to let stuff go. I cover a lot of the common hurdles in that video, and hopefully it'll help you to like let go if you want to. I mean, if you have like all the space in the world and don't want to clean things out, that's totally fine. That's another thing. But if you feel like you want to clean things out, you feel like you want to purge, then definitely that video should help you. And hopefully like the tips, like as I've been decluttering, hopefully that works as well. Can Jen or Crystal, can you post that video link on Cori's YouTube by chance? And that's why you're not seeing it, because you're on Cori's and I dropped the link on mine. I can only see mine right here. I can only comment on mine on here. Okay, so any last minute questions about purging, decluttering, organizing your class supplies, anything at all? Please just comment. And Jen, did we get this one at Snap Conference? Maybe. I don't remember where I got it, but I do love it. It's like my favorite one. Okay, so, and Delanda's here. Welcome, Delanda. All right. All right, so before you all go, just one more plug. We are reselling Craft Organization Camp right now. It is the same camp as last year. We are just putting it on sale again. So it is on sale for $39 for a limited time. If you missed it last year, you want to get your all access pass. If you had a free ticket last year and you're like, boy, I wish I could rewatch and watch some of those classes that I missed, this is your chance to do so. So you can head to craftorganizationcamp.com. You can click the QR code in the corner. I put the link in the description below this video. All those ways to check out all the videos we have in camp. We have tons of videos, tons of speakers, tons of motivation to start purging and organizing your craft supplies. And for me, I often find that just getting started, purging and organizing, and it sort of goes into other rooms of my home. So I'm kind of working on the entire house at one time, but sort of goes into other rooms as well. All right. Yes, so I am addressing comments from both mine and Cori's YouTube channel. So if you're like, what question is she talking about? That is why. So sorry about that. I have been just sort of, I can see them all. I can only comment on mine from my screen here. All right. So any last minute questions? I'm kind of wrapping things up here. I have a couple more bins actually, and I met my goal. So if you missed the beginning of this, I talked a little bit about what I'm doing this year. So I saw on TikTok where you can do like, I put reminders on my phone. So I say you can say January 1st or February 1st. I'm going to get rid of one thing, February 2nd, 2 things, February 3rd, 3 things, all the way to February 28th, 28 things. You can also do it backwards, which is what I'm doing. So 28 things on February 1st, 27 on February 2nd, and counting down. And I just put reminders on my phone. Every day at 4 p.m., it goes off and it tells me how many things I need to get rid of today. And if I'm feeling motivated, I might do more than that day and check off more than one day. Or if I'm not or super busy, like yesterday, I didn't get my things done, then I can do like more things today because I didn't do things yesterday. But it's helped me because it's like I can focus on just one little area. So I only need to get rid of 14 things. I might find 14 things in a junk drawer. I might find 14 pins that don't work in my desk. So it's like simplifies it a little bit for me, and makes me not get so overwhelmed with like, I want to declutter the whole house. Where do I start? And then I kind of get overwhelmed and then I just don't do anything, or I get distracted, right? So I'm like cleaning the craft room and I decide to make something. But if I just concentrate on getting rid of the things first, the number of things, and then I can move on to like whatever distraction I found during that purge time. So I found that it works well for me. If you like the idea, give it a try. Like I said, you can try it for a month. You could try it for a year, try it for any amount of time that you would like. And that's like Ashley was saying that she has so many craft supplies, she doesn't know where to start. I feel like that's for me as well. So like this was easier for me, right? So I pulled the bins out and I'll go through one bin So I'm going to go through this bin and sort through it. Because I've done so much organizing in this space, I have things pretty much like all the wood stuff for wood is in here. All the Christmas stuff was in that bin I did during the first half of this. So I know that all that stuff is together. It gets a little more challenging for me when I'm sorting like the area where things are coming in, because that's just a mismatch of things. And then it needs to go in a bin that's already full. And then it just sort of, yeah, from there. So if you just like do one small area at a time, and then I often make piles of like keep, donate, trash, like etc. And like I said, I made my donate pile over here to the side, and then I'll kind of go through it and be like, adults or kids, where can I donate this that'll make the most use out of it? And I only do that with craft supplies, not home type of stuff. All right, so thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm right at an hour, so yay. And yes, inviting people over to help you purge is often very, very helpful. Different set of eyes, just the eyes to say like, hey, why do you need this is often what you like need to hear. Because if you are justifying why you need it to someone else, like I had to justify why I needed those Christmas ornaments to you all. And it helped me be like, maybe I don't need them. So, or why do I need to keep this stain? I need to justify it. So justifying it to someone else can often help you as well. All right. So thank you all so much for joining me. And I hope you enjoyed this. We are also going to do one on February 13th. Hopefully Cori can join me for that one. She had an emergency today if you missed that as well. So on February 13th, what is our topic? Okay. February 12th is the live. And what was the topic? I feel like it was a time challenge. Let's see. No, it is. We are going to talk about, so on February 12th at the same time at 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Central time. And we are going to talk about how we reset our craft rooms. So if you are like the type of crafter that leaves everything out, we're going to talk about kind of how to reset your craft room and how we do it, how we kind of, and hopefully motivate each other to do our craft room reset. So we're going to talk about resetting your craft room so it stays organized. All right. So thank you all so much. And I will stay warm. Thank you. And thank you for joining me. I hope to see you on February 12th as well.